What, the battlefield? Like, I mostly get around a sniper. Oh, shit, there's a few there. Can you run? There we go. Let's get you running a little bit. I don't really like playing as sniper, but Battlefield 6 was kind of a shit show for me, unfortunately. I found that, like, in a lot of the close quarter areas, obviously I can't sniper, and because I hadn't played it for, like, 2 years as well, like, I hadn't played any Battlefields for, like, 2 years, I took longer to aim and to shoot and stuff, so when I did eventually fire, I'd already be, like, scoped and dead by, like, another sniper. It was very frustrating. So I love doing that. Yeah, it does. What, the boom rats. Rin was in charge of her fucking polls the other day, and it was as bad as, like, whenever I do Rim Connect, and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen anybody else have it this bad. And Rin ended up on, like, a cooldown. I think they are only allowed to do it, like, every other hour, I think, now. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, I played the Battlefield 6 weekends. We had so many people in, like, our friends, family groups and stuff that wanted to play. So, like, at first, like, my partner and I jumped on with the intention of, oh, we'll just jump on and play. And then, like, we were just getting, like, either people jumping into our game, or we were getting messages from everybody everywhere, like, saying jump into the game. And so we were, like, jumping between Discords, and then we ended up just making a fucking call because it was easier to just bring people into instead of figuring out who had what Discord and shit, and played it and stuff. The first weekend, I was terrible at it. The second weekend, I was a lot better at it. But, yeah. Why is the next stream in September? Because I'm taking the last week of this month off. Just the same as last week. Last month, sorry. I'm spending 4 days doing dedicating rigging on my live 2D avatar that I'm making. Then I've got, like, a day off in the middle to sleep. And then I've got, like, 4 days that I'm dedicating to resting. And, like, just actually having a holiday. Because when I've been taking time off, I don't rest. I'm actually going to go check this house out. Yeah, I don't tend to rest when I take time off. I tend to work twice as hard on stuff in the background because I'm not streaming and I have the time. So, that and the fact that I felt like I needed more time than just Wednesdays and weekends to work on the live 2D avatar and stuff. Oh no, I've been in here. I can see everything's dismantled. I've been in there. So yeah, I just dedicated a couple of weeks to it and stuff because I was getting particularly stressed by it because I've never made a live 2D model before, but I'm learning as I'm making it. It was a reward for the Billathon that I did back in February, and I'd like to have it finished by the end of the year, but it's still a lot of work. Like, I'm at least 100 hours deep into the rigging itself. The art was like over 150, and yeah, it's taking a while. So eventually I'll get to it. I'm expecting the rigging to be like 240 hours, 300 hours, something like that, give or take. But yeah, that's still a lot of hours I've got to cram in. When I take these weeks off, I can fit like 50 hours easily in, like I did last month. I crammed like 50 odd hours in like 3 days. So 3-4 days or something like that. Which got it done, which got some of it done kind of thing. I've still got heaps to go. But yeah, that's why I'm taking the week off. So I am going to be busy till Wednesday, and then the rest of the week I'm just going to be on holiday mode. So it'll technically be my second actual holiday. I've got to go across this road and kill myself. It'll be my second actual holiday that I've had realistically since I started streaming. Where am I? There I am. And then the 2nd of September, the reason why I'm not streaming that day is my partner's traveling and I've got to get him to and from airports and crap. So, yeah, it's just easier if I'm not trying to be awake for that. If I can, because, like, flights are at stupid hours, like bum crack of dawn kind of thing. Um, and then, yeah, I have a sub event coming up in September. And what else? We've got, I think I've got another set of proper holidays, due late October, early November. Sorry, my brain just crapped out then because I didn't know if I had that tank top or yeah, no, I've got the tank top. I don't need to put that on. Yeah, I'll have an actual probably 10, 12 day holiday at the end of October to November where I'm doing absolutely nothing. Even if I still have rigging to do, I'm doing nothing. Just to have time to myself to reset and stuff. But yeah, I have a very busy year this year. I've got the Hot Ones eating thing coming up in the end of September. What else we got? I got to read some stories on stream that I've wrote. I got to play Dwarf Fortress at some point. If you guys are cool with me expanding beyond this year, because I have so much on my plate, it would be really great. Because then I could actually have time to do all the things. Otherwise, I'm cramming them into a very short period of time. I also need to get a new graphics card because my current one's insufficient for most of my games at the moment and streaming at the same time. So, I'm fine to play the games if I'm not streaming. As soon as I start streaming, it's too much. I don't have enough capacity for it. And then when I add the Live 2D avatar later, I'm just not going to have enough for it at all. So I need to get a new one. Grab that. So yeah, that's my next objective is I've got to get the hot sauce and I've got to get the graphics card soon. Hopefully early September so that I can do different games beyond RimWorld and Project Zomboid for the sub event and stuff. What's I miss there? I forgot that was all the way back in February. Yeah, it doesn't feel that long ago though, Berza. The subathon really doesn't feel that long ago. I was literally just explaining it to my accountant. And he's like, it's a what? And I explained it to him and he's like, oh, okay. But I'm I have all these things unlocked from it that I'm still doing. I still need to get in touch with Mup about the 2 emotes art streams I've got to draw for him. I've got 2 art streams I've got to do for him. And then I've got a collab game thing I've got to do with him too, but I don't know what games yet. I'm still working out shit like that. She's overweight. What are we carrying already? I guess I took off some extra shit here already. I guess we'll just go put them in the thing for the moment. I gotta put away some of this stuff, but I'll do that later. What else we got here? During modeling your stuff yourself? Yes. So because my art style, my avatar on screen, I drew that myself. I drew her specifically with a mouse. My Kitty Venus version, I drew from this mouse space, I added tablet drawn and stuff. Hey, Sarah. How the fuck are you? How's Project Zomboid going? We just died. We're just starting a new person again. I'm just filling everybody in on what's happening in the next week and shit while I'm not streaming and stuff at the moment. But yeah. No, I do my own art and stuff, and I'd never commission somebody to draw my stuff because I have a very specific style and my art is, for me, it's very me. So, especially my character is me as well. So, yeah, whenever I look at something like that, if somebody else tries to draw her, it doesn't look or feel like me when I look at it and stuff. So, yeah, I wouldn't get somebody else to do it just because it just doesn't connect with me that way. But I've never done rigging before, so that is something I'm actively learning how to do while I'm rigging my avatar and stuff. The only good thing is because I've made her I can go back in and tweak whatever I need to as I need to, pretty quick and efficiently, which is pretty great. Because I've had to do that on a couple of bits and pieces so far where I've had to go back into the art and change how I cut it to import it properly kind of thing. So that's been super useful for me anyway. What else? I saw this other streamer saying she outsourced all the work. Yeah, no, there's no problem with people commissioning people to do stuff like that. For starters, I don't have that kind of budget to be commissioning people to do stuff. But more importantly for me, I have a very distinct art style, and I have a very deep connection with my art and specifically with my character, because I'm her, she's me sort of thing. And yeah, it wouldn't feel the same if somebody else drew her for me, or if I used a pre-made or something like that. So yeah, but I do all my own emotes. I've done all my channel art, all that stuff. So unless I clearly have something stated, the rim read emote is not mine, that's from Jay Lee. That was a gift. But yeah, unless I have something clearly stated, everything else is mine. I do want that screwdriver. Give me that. And I guess I've got my own hammer now. Where did I put my torch? That's a damn good question right there. I guess if it's still daytime, let's plonk it down on the ground. I don't want you to sleep on the ground. We've got some radios here we can pull apart. So let's get dismantling these radios. It's going to get her some skills while I chitty chat with you guys. So I've been out of the loop with this, but I also heard you had some issues with PC not working proper, like graphics card not linking or liking some stuff. Going on with that. So what's happening with the graphics card specifically is when I stream now, my graphics card is running out of memory. So I am at the most capacity already for my games. And what I believe is happening, because my partner and I have identical computers, right? We built our own at the same time with identical parts, right? And I think the reason why mine is specifically failing, by the way, I should read a book before I do this, is because a couple of years ago during an art stream, I accidentally knocked over a glass full of energy drink straight into the top of my computer, and it pooled on top of my graphics card. And while I turned off everything as quickly as I could, cleaned everything, and I had industrial fans at the time, so I just pumped that into it for an hour and a half or whatever, and it was good to go again. I do think that is eroding the components in it and stuff. It's affecting it, right? So because of that, I don't think it's in its best health, and that is part of why it's struggling. It's not all of the reason why it's struggling, but it's struggling. And with my partner's computer being identical as a one-to-one beside me, it shouldn't be having a problem. So yeah. I also plan to upgrade my main board, CPU, and RAM as well. Don't mind my voice as well. It's dealing with talking. I haven't talked pretty much all week. But yeah, I want to upgrade that stuff as well. It's just, I don't specifically have the budget for any of this stuff. I am going to get the graphics card as soon as I can afford it in September. But the rest of the stuff, I'm going to have to do a payment plan kind of upgrade for the rest of the computer. And that will come hopefully either later in the year or early next year, because those parts will be damaged too. Ideally, I really need to get a bigger case, because I also don't have enough hard drive bays in there either. I have a hard drive that's currently zip tied to my power supply. It works. Whatever works. Hey, Mega Otaku, welcome in. Is it huge into anime, gaming, roller coasters or rides? Oh yeah. Oh, welcome in. I'm also into anime and gaming and stuff. I can't do roller coasters because I have too many old injuries and medical conditions, but I used to once enjoy those too. But yeah, my graphics card just needs to be upgraded. Realistically, at this time, if I had even 20% extra kind of wiggle room on memory, it would be probably enough to handle my current existence. But later on, I'm going to need something more powerful because the avatar will come into play too. So I'm trying to factor in for those in the near future and stuff as well. So yeah, that is the plan for my computer and stuff. I've currently saved the graphics card and stuff. I've got it on my throne if you guys want to see which one I've picked. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, I like AMD, so I'm going to get AMD. I used to work in computers for anybody that may be curious and stuff, but I'm not here to debate types and versions and stuff. If I wanted that, I'd still be working computers. You have a sleep now. Get yourself some rest. To watch Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, I haven't watched either of those. My partner might have. Why are you freaking out? She's woken up 10th on edge. Do I have a torch on me? I don't, but why are you freaking out? Oh, where did I put my torch? I thought I had it in my backpack. There's a battery. I may have left it in the car outside. Hang on a second. Is it in... Did I pick up my backpack? No? Maybe? From Ohio? Nice. I'm from Australia. Welcome to Australia. I don't know where the fuck my torch is. There's a torch over in here somewhere. Let me go get one. If it's not here, it'll be further in the room. If not, I guess out with the car, but I don't want to walk her outside while she's freaked out. Is this by any chance, is this a part of her coward or reluctant? No, it can't be reluctant. I thought she had the coward trait again. Hang on, a ticket. I thought I had like 50 torches. Exaggerating, but like I thought I had like a fuck ton of torches. I have a lighter. You know what? Hold on. Let's see if I can get this lit. This will... old newspaper. Lighter, disposable. Do I have any wood here? No, like, destroy for food. Yeah, this. Hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. Chuck all those, well, not that the, we'll see how much she puts in. I just accidentally said 32. I think it will have a capacity. I can't see for shit. Can you stop? Can you stop? Where is this fireplace gone? There it is. Okay, can you light a sheet of paper, please? Just get us a light in here so we can just chill by the fire. There you go. How much we got in here? 50 minutes of burning. Okay, yeah, we'll add some more. We'll add a plank. That'll give us a bit more time. Burnt out from Project Zomboid at the moment, but right now I have to do... What's it? Have nothing to do. I'm still going to play some Project Zomboid map server, or MP server. Nice. It does suck if you're a bit burnt out and stuff. I haven't got that, luckily, from that. This is one of those games where I do have like a light concern about that, because most of my games, I don't tend to get like too sick at them. Like I really just don't. Like RimWorld I don't get sick of. Project Zomboid I haven't got sick of yet. Diablo 2 I am craving to play that, but I can't play it at the moment because it won't stream output properly. I can't play 7 Days to Die at the moment, but I'm not bent out of shape about it. I do take breaks from 7 Days to Die, but I just never stop ultimately playing something. I always kind of come back to it, you know? What drink was it? It was specifically a Red Bull. It was a super large can of Red Bull went into the computer. That's what it was. I had to put a barricade up here for a while. I don't have one now, but I'm a bit better with my shit. But yeah, because ultimately I'd love to have a desk that goes the whole way, like wall to wall, and then I could have my computers protected underneath it, but with like full ventilation. But like we can't get one that's like that long. The desk I've got's okay, but if I could have like a side end table or something like that, you know, I'd put like my cat's bed above that, and I'd put drinks in front of me, so it wouldn't be near the computer to begin with. But I mostly have like drink bottles in here, which is kind of why I had the slip with it. It was a specific shaped glass that was new, and I wasn't used to gripping it yet. It wasn't like a vasey, glassy shape kind of thing. It was like kind of like a goblet kind of shape, like a wine glass cross goblet sort of thing. And so I couldn't pick it up properly once it got wet with like condensation. That was where my problem was, unfortunately, you know. As I say, I miss roller coasters. I actually don't personally miss roller coasters. I just, yeah. I used to go on them because like my friends and family and stuff used to have kids, and like they couldn't go on it because they had injuries and shit. So I would typically go on it with them as like the responsible adult that could also go on the things. But like, yeah, I don't super miss it. I never really went many theme parks or anything like that previously, you know. Actually, you should buy the... Shut the fuck up, Veza. Don't you? Well, actually, me. How dare you? Nah, I already had like a couple of people have a bit of a conversation about it, to be honest. But I already can't get the graphics card that I do want to get. It's just not available anywhere. I don't know if it will become available again by the time I can afford it. If it does, I'll just get it because it outpaces fucking everything else at the moment. But I can't remember what that is off the top of my head. It's like a 7700 series or some shit. But it's unavailable. I don't know if it's phasing out or whatever. But I'll get it. I'll get a different one. I'll get... Like, if I could afford, like, the latest one, I would get it. But I can't afford the latest one, especially since I also want to upgrade the other shit. Is this room getting, like, darker? It is getting darker. What the fuck? Oh, it's actually... Oh, that's nice. Oh, I never noticed that before. The room gets dimmer when it's, like, burning out. How cool. How fucking cool. Keep reading your book, love. Keep reading that. I actually don't mind this as, like, just general ambience. This is very pleasant. I'm still waiting for 3-point patch. Path of Exile on... Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever played Path of Exile. But yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it is. It's that Long Dark Spires, that stove. I actually looked at Long Dark. I don't know why I didn't end up, like, going for it, but I did look at it. I just like the fact that I have a stove and I can have this ambience. You know what I should be doing? Is I should be fucking boiling water. Hold on. Has that one got water in it? Just put that in there for the... she's probably not going to do it. Actually, it's pre-boiled water. I don't need to do that. I can dismantle that when she's done. It'll be fine. As long as she can read what she's reading and crap. What else? My favorite anime to watch? Fuck knows. I have old favorites. I only very recently watched an anime very briefly. Like last month. I binge watched, I think it was like Grim something. It was violent as shit. Like, I'm fine with like various like kinds of anime, but I wasn't prepared for like what that was. It wasn't what I wanted to watch while I was on holiday. So I'm gonna try to do better this time and pick something else. But like, I don't know. Was it Vinland Saga? No, it was like it was Grim something. Hold on. Let me just see if I can check what I watch. I made a playlist of like a whole bunch of different anime that I do want to watch. That's my thing. That way, whenever I do take breaks, I can just look at that list and go, yes, I've got this or I've got that. I can just pick one and stuff. Oh, you heard Vin. Yeah, no, it's, where's my watch list? I know she just finished reading. It was called Grim Variations. Yeah, it was kind of sick. Like, in a bad way. Interesting. Not something that can be okay in Discord. Just as a heads up. Okay, she's read her book. What's her problem? She's slight damage. Could be the weight. Could be food. She has got food on her, so I'll get her some food. I'm also a bit concerned that I can hear ruffling outside because there shouldn't be any zombies nearby at all, you know. I mostly play Hearthstone and Palia. I mean, I've got Palia, but I haven't really played it. I do struggle with, like, motivation with that game. I didn't play Hearthstone ever. I played a lot of MP. It's a public server, but one on Battlemetric, lol. And second reason is I don't want to project Zomboid at the moment. I just MP for Battlefield. My brain's on Battlefield for B42. Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't done any of like the multiplayer stuff. I haven't desired that kind of thing. Where the fuck did you get toilet paper from? Yeah, I'm not gonna ask. I probably don't want to know. How are we going with this? I might get her to sleep next to the fire if she can just destroy another plank. I know that she's like surrounded by like, I assume, nails and stuff. I also think she just put the water in the thing too. Do you want to have a snooze here if you can? I don't know if you can. No. You're getting slight overall damage. I guess you're thirsty. Hold on. Her high thirst might actually get her dead. Because, I did pick a high thirst again. Hold on. It's just over here. We don't have a lot of water. Actually, I want to put that in the other thing. We'll just bring it back over here. I just want to see if she'll sleep next to the fire. Because I think it should, like, I don't think it will, but it could be cool if it gives you, like, please tell me you didn't put that in there. Good. She's got water bottles. It should give you, like, a happiness, like, debuff sitting near it. Why can't you sleep? What if I was to grab not the tent. I have a bedroll somewhere. I put that, I think, over in here somewhere. Maybe not. I don't know where it went. I'll be honest, I don't know where it went. Let's dump all that out for a moment. We'll grab this bag. Either way, she's read her thing. I can't pull that. Let's grab more radios. We'll pull apart some radios in front of the fire then, since she's awake. I'm guessing I'm also going to have to make her sleep probably during the day or something. We'll see. Okay, she's got a few radios on her. We'll go sit down. Where she can get some bath. Sit on the ground. Now I believe she's eaten. She does have water. Yes. Had water. That was quick. Tell you what, you can keep that on you. That will solve her water problem. Actually, don't put it in there. Put it in your inventory. There you go. Now she's got water. She's got drinking water for days. Now she can dismantle some stuff. There we go. Nice and peaceful. And be until stable. Oh, yeah. That live banshee at King's Island. Real Cedar Point. I don't know what any of those are, unfortunately, Mega Otaku. Oh, the theme parks. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not really a theme park enthusiast, to be fair. So, like, Australia has got some theme parks, but, like, I legitimately couldn't tell you the last time I went. Not because I don't want to tell you, because I literally just don't know the last time I went. Probably either before my medical conditions or before my physical injuries. One of the two. Which is either 23 or 24, maybe. I would say it's maybe the last time I went. I'm like 37 now, so yeah, it's been a while. I haven't had a reason to go.